Screaming Firehawks. I don't want y'all to get a big head or nothing, but I feel like I gotta say y'all were right. Once again, Kamina is a badass already, and I just got a glimpse of it with her. One of you put it perfectly in the comment section. Kevin, I forget your last name, but you know who I'm talking about. You said Kamina likes to air out differences, and she aired out 2 of them at the end of that episode. So I love that quote. I don't know if you pulled that from the book or not, but I might pin that damn comment. But I loved last episode. Adrian Cooper, I think it was you who said we're gonna get into a little bit more world building, leading up to this finale in this next episode. And you guys know I'm here for it all, so I'm looking forward to what we get into. T. Arnold, you let me know. Thank you for correcting me. Lydia is the one who took care of Amos when his mother died. I still don't know what to think of Amos. It's crazy how much depth he's gotten in the show, because my thoughts and opinions on him changes every episode, like with every scene, to be honest. They're kind of like my theories. They've been all over the place. Some of you guys check me on it in the comment section, and you know I love it. Keep me on track. Tell me whether I'm hot or cold. Chill out with the theories. No pun intended. But nonetheless, let's get into, you said you also, someone told me that May detail I missed. Another shout out to the producers, the writers, the directors, the whole damn cast, the crew. May, when I noticed her disappearing before the glass crashed, she was waving. I didn't realize that she was waving to Gunny when they were walking on Ganymede, and that's the little girl they saw waving to her. I'm still not certain on why she disappeared. Strickland, we're learning details on him. He's a pediatrician. The kids are his patients. I don't know exactly what the connection is between all of them. I don't know why he came back to the clinic to save her before everything went down. Obviously, he had inside scoop or details on what was going to happen, but he came back specifically for her. Their crew is back on the Roxy, headed back to Ganymede, and then the doctor's with them. Prax is with them too. So we'll see exactly what goes down with that. And also, thank you for correcting me on the inner planets, Earth and Mars. So thank you. Stop talking. Let's get into this episode 9, baby. What did the back of the shirt say? Oh shit, Martians. That's their gear, right?
Test and IDs, please.
Look.
Here.
Do they have chips? I take it that's how he's reading their info. That's like their ID. Are they smuggling people?
It's just food and medicine for Ganymede. We're not transporting any weapons.
You checked your IDs. We're a registered relief vessel.
Relief vessel, okay.
It's everything. You satisfied?
There's no one else on board. I assure you.
Why'd he mention people and she mentioned guns?
No, enough is enough! We haven't got out of this room!
What are you doing? What are you doing? Calm down.
Melissa, are you alright?
Oh, Holden, okay.
Melissa.
When they first came on, I was wondering if this was Holden, but I thought maybe this was a flashback or something.
You're James Holden.
Is that Amos?
This is off to a good start.
Okay, they finally put on the Martian gear. I didn't think they would ever do it.
Muscle fatigue inhibitor. And this is Osteo X, which is a rapid bone density enhancer. Starting now.
Gee, I wonder, is there any side effects to that? Like after she gets back to Mars? Or will it make her
This you
stronger?
left on your bunk.
I forgot it.
No, you didn't.
Nah, she don't want that shit.
There's a lot riding on you, Gunny. Now is not the right time to go to war.
Oh my goodness. She just went through this whole traumatic experience. He's putting a lot of pressure on her. I'm a little worried.
So when you were there, did you see the ocean?
Briefly.
What was it like?
Oh shit. Didn't Miller mentioned it too?
And the
that
stench was like a recycling vat.
Early
It's
season.
just one more thing they've
one.
taken for granted.
I can't, stuff like that, her just mentioning the ocean, and I know of Miller mentioned it. I can't wait to go back and rewatch.
The UN likes to fly a lot of drones around our compound, so maintain your dignity, stay strong. Not here to give the Blues anything to laugh about.
Oh no, She's already bucking back a little bit. I'm surprised he didn't tell her to put him on.
You really believe he hasn't had any contact with Jules Pierre Mouse since Eros?
You tell me. That's your job.
True.
And if that ship does find something on Venus, Aaron Wright is not gonna tell you shit.
That's why I have an inside man.
She's talking about him or Fred Johnson?
I want a full status report when you're done.
Of course, Colonel Janus.
You're mispronouncing that. He's Portuguese, the J's silent.
So it's Colonel Amos?
Ain't I? Isn't that the doctor? I thought he's gonna be a bit of a hard ass, but I like him already.
You're a very intelligent man.
Oh, hey, thank you.
But you seem to think that everybody else around you is stupid.
Just some.
Just because you can't figure something out doesn't make it magic.
There's a lot of good quotes in this show. I wonder how much of these are taken straight from the books or curated directly for the show.
Colonel, we just picked up an MCRN ship in Venus orbit. I don't know why we didn't see this before.
Must be a stealth. From the drive signature, probably a destroyer.
They look like twins. What the hell? He just got hair.
Why are you doing this?
Because we need a ship to get us on the Ganymede station. And ours is too conspicuous.
Kind of like your face.
You know?
Maybe you should let Alex take your place.
What we're doing is for the good of the belt and everyone else, whether you believe it or not.
Well, this ship is a grade A piece of shit.
Don't forget where you came from.
My name is Praxidiki Meng.
Praxidiki.
You don't know me, but I was a colleague, a friend of your cousin Doris. She was badly injured in transit. And she died. She probably wouldn't have even been on the ship with me if she hadn't helped me. So I want to say I'm sorry.
He seems like a really good dude, but I have a feeling we're gonna get to a point where he has to become hardened. Kind of like Holden. I could be reaching, but who was that in the background? It looked like, what's his name? The former captain.
The reason we're here is to prevent a war. Let's start by remembering the fallen.
So the issue at hand is de-escalation.
Jesus.
Let's get right to it.
Did he even drop his head? You're really not trying to mend this relationship much. Status of forces. Draper. Oh no. They're getting right into it.
To all vessels in the area, this is the UNS Arbogast. We are an unarmed research vessel on a scientific mission, as is our right under the Venus Accords. Any interference with our operations may be considered an act of war.
Oh shit.
Dr. Strickland pulled your daughter out of the clinic an hour before the battle started. If he's still on Ganymede and we find him, I believe we'll find your daughter.
You can stop pretending to care about my daughter. What does she have to do with this proto-molecule you're after?
How do you know about that?
I told him.
There goes Amos again, just surprising us.
We're gonna do everything we can to find your daughter. What was Strickland treating her for?
She has a genetic disorder. Myers-Skeleton premature immunosensinosis.
I'm not remembering that
I'm
name.
not quite sure what causes it. May developed a very serious spinal infection. She was 4 months. She would have died if we'd been anywhere
Is it
else.
because
but
of
Ganymede has a
Ganymede?
natural magnetosphere.
Okay. So Ganymede has its own effects, kind of like just living in the belt.
I don't get it. That proto crap and that genetic disease. Well, what's the connection?
Oh, is he trying to heal the
Oh, that's
disease
Strickland.
with the protomolecule?
We'll leave the Somnambulist once we dock, and then we'll intermingle with the locals.
And then?
And then we'll assess the situation and take it from there.
Your plan's always this vague?
This is about average. Once I'm there, I'm gonna tuck her behind one of those 71 cute little moons. Wait. So if anything goes south down there, y'all just holler. Cavalry will come running. I will quietly deorbit, no burn, hug the surface, and we will rendezvous at one of these service airlocks here.
They're improving. It's good to have a well thought out plan, but there's no chance it goes according to plan.
I hope your luck rubs off.
Right. Jeez. Look at Gunny all dressed up. I wonder what Prax would have said if they would have stuck him in a room like this. This room is depressing compared to his.
The UN Marines appeared to be charging our position.
So you're saying that we opened fire on you?
Let her
No,
finish.
sir. We were out of contact with our ship and unable to confirm, and at the time, our comms were jammed on the field. My team formed a firing line and prepared to engage if the Blues, the UN Marines, crossed 500 meters, which would have put them on our side of the zone. They were closing in on us fast.
Look at her stare. It's so piercing. You can tell she can tell whether she's bullshitting or not.
We mistook a training exercise as an active engagement and opened fire without orders.
Indicted themselves a little bit.
The battle on the surface is what precipitated the battle in orbit. That's what devastated Ganymede Station. That's on you two.
According to our investigation, it was Private
Oh,
Richard Travis
the Earther.
who fired the first shot.
He was born on Earth. His parents emigrated to Mars when he was a child. He'd had some discipline problems recently, which suggest he might have been trying to prove that he was more Martian
Can't
than Earther.
defend himself.
And what better way to do that than to take out some Earther?
Thank you, Sergeant Draper.
Okay, she held it together. Oh,
And it's
she's
in
gonna
neither of our
question her again.
interests.
Damn.
They didn't have to say all that crap about Travis. Why didn't you tell me they were going to say that?
Because I knew you'd react like that.
Travis was a good soldier. He died for Mars, and you all just threw him into the goddamn crusher.
Respect for her. Not blowing up. I know she's in a tough position. Her not blowing up right in there in that room shows a lot of restraint on her behalf.
Squeeze the arrogant dusters for everything you can get, of course.
With pleasure, sir.
Jeez. Dude, I didn't expect anything less.
I really put my foot in this batch, partner. I think you're gonna like it. You be careful down there, Earther.
Careful up here, Martian.
Besties.
With the exception of any damage that can be definitely and solely linked to UNN actions, in which case we'll split the cost 50-50.
Who's
That's
that
a fair
laughing?
deal. We wouldn't have damaged anything if you hadn't precipitated.
This dude is so pompous. I can't stand his ass.
I'd like to speak to Sergeant Draper again. I have a few questions. Just little things I need her to clarify.
Madam, this has been an exhausting session.
I find it hard to believe that a Martian Marine would be fatigued from sitting in a chair. An entire nation dedicated to a common goal. To turn a lifeless rock into a garden.
Damn.
A dear friend told me that. He wanted to retire to Mars, but he died.
What was that look?
In this building, it's easy to forget.
With all due respect, madam,
Get to the
where are you
point.
going with this?
Wherever I goddamn lie. Travis's parents.
I love her.
They believed in you. Do you really believe that after all that sacrifice and all his training, the training that made him, as you said, one of your best soldiers, do you believe after all that hard work that Travis would jeopardize the lives of his fellow soldiers by foolishly jumping the gun?
No,
No, then why would he open fire without orders? Did he panic?
She's gonna spill the beans.
We thought we were under attack.
Under attack? So you were fired upon?
No, he was trying to kill the enemy.
What enemy?
I didn't even know what it was. Nobody did. He wasn't wearing a vac suit.
Sergeant Draper has been through a severe traumatic event. She needs to rest.
Whoever the fuck you are, stand
Damn.
down and let her speak.
Damn.
What made you open fire?
It was Travis.
Oh.
He panicked.
Mars over everything. She's protecting him. I don't like
that. Will be all.
I don't like that. She kind of just sacrificed her own values or morals to lie for Mars. What type of effect is that going to have on her?
The average rate of star formation times the fraction of stars formed with planets that could support life. Fraction of those that could develop life.
I don't know if he's trying to show him how much smarter than him he is. Trying to flex on him a little bit or what?
It suggests there are over 36 million advanced civilizations out there doing all kinds of things that we just don't understand.
If that were true, we would have detected signals by now.
Oh, it's like,
Those things that we're looking for out
it's
there.
definitely feasible. What is it? Is this Venus? Crater. Is that showing us? Oh.
Life in an environment that melts lead. It should be impossible.
Eros changes everything. Just like a soldier on Ganymede without a suit.
Oh no. That one little detail. That's all she had to say. Oh, jeez. Right in the crater. Nice little hiding spot. Imagine space hide and seek. That's funny. The little terraform bubbles look like beans.
If I have to board one more ship named after some kid or girl who got left behind after a magic weekend on Titan, I might just shoot some people for general lack of creativity.
We were thinking of naming her after her goldfish.
Huh.
You're funny. Most people are just scared shitless of us. And this slab of meat, I think he had a sense of humor chemically removed.
Mike Tyson. Ooh, has he had the procedure done? Cortazar and Amos were discussing. Not, oh, well, so much for him. Damn, y'all got terrible aim. There you go, Holden. Take care of business.
Jesus.
Oh, no. Oh, damn.
They were gonna kill you. We had to do something.
Oh, no. That was weird. I don't know if that was something, if that meant anything, but when Holden was kind of in his feelings and then he made eye contact with Amos and he switched up right away.
Get off my ship! Go!
Oh, that's how is that how you end the episode? I wasn't expecting that at all. This one, it felt like we got a lot in this episode, but it seemed like as soon as we got to that moment, I was not expecting it at all. Damn you. Expanse. I'm gonna watch these credits. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, I love it. 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 Even I think I've said this before too, but even the slow episodes are never. I've never hit a point in this show. Sorry if I'm screaming. It's just a good episode. Where I've been bored with an episode. Like a slow episode, a bunch happened, a bunch of dialogue, no scenes are wasted, no episodes are wasted like you've told me in the past, but it keeps getting reiterated each episode in, episode out. Very good one. So we got life on Venus. He said life on a planet that where the atmosphere melts lead. I don't know exactly what to make of that. I don't know. Obviously it links to this person without a vac suit on Ganymede, something similar. Or I don't know if it could have like different I don't want to say qualities or characteristics that specifically make it tailored to Venus and be able to survive in that atmosphere. Ganymede, or the protomolecule, the little alien we saw on Ganymede, might have completely different characteristics, kind of like how we see Earthers have different effects from Martians or Belters or even children on Ganymede. So I'm thinking there might be some differences there. I'm excited to get into that and see what we get out of that. Every episode, last episode was probably Kamina that stood out the most to me. I always credit the performances that happened in this episode, but I feel like even within the great performances, there's always the couple of characters that kind of steal the show. This episode for me, it was Chrisjen and Gunny. They killed it. Acting, even when they're not saying a word, they kill it. Chrisjen in the council meeting with what was the guy's name? Let me see if I can find him real quick. Korshinov, something like that. Inside of here and everybody else. The whole sequence, I know we had a couple different sequences of their conversation, but the political, I'm not in real life, I'm not a political guy. I tend to stay away from it as much as I can. Just because there's so many moving pieces, it's hard for you to gain footing. I don't want to get into all that, but as far as in this show, the political tug of war between the two sides, face to face, this was riveting. Even across intercoms, it's been great throughout the show, but these scenes in specific, them going back and forth, Draper being caught in the middle, I thought it was done really well. Now her kind of, I don't want to say flipping the script, because she's doing the right thing. The end goal for her is to improve Mars and secure, I guess you could say, a future for Mars, or at least a brighter future for Mars. So her end goal is still intact, but I feel like personally she's had to sacrifice in that one moment. her ideals, values, and all that, kind of turning on Travis a little bit and blaming it on him. Now, in the crazy part about it is she did that for the right reason, but in the same sense, Chrisjen still ended up getting what she wanted in that small little section where she mentioned the man without a vac suit. Perfectly played by Chrisjen. She got what she wanted. In her interaction with the Martians, when she was like, I'll get to it when I get to it. I forget exactly what she said, but when she raised her voice, I love that moment. That was hilarious. And she's had some powerful moments of like, shut up, I'm in charge right now. I'm the captain now. And I like seeing that from her. Now let's get, there was a moment she mentioned, I always forget his name, her friend, that the one who was killed, for being, or the one that was her friend from the early season 1. She mentioned him, and Sadavir kind of looked down when she said he was dead. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's kind of like a submission to guilt, or if that's maybe possibly he's not dead. I don't know. I think he is, though. We'll just have to wait and see if anything comes to light about that. I'm sure something with this spy. We still haven't gotten much from what's her spy's name? I forget his name. We haven't gotten much from him in terms of him revealing anything or finding too much out. So I'm wondering if anything will come out about that. Gunny wore her purple heart. I'm sorry, I'm skipping around, but I'm kind of just jumping through the timeline. Weird way to open the episode. We had Amos and Holden wearing the Martian gear, busting onto a ship like the space cops, kind of like what we saw with Diogo and Mateus. His uncle's name, I forget his uncle's name, but good scene, well done. Again, the acting across the board has been great. What else did I want to talk about? Gunny, her friend being dead. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, or if that was just I don't know, good acting or something for us to think about. But then again, nothing, no wasted scenes. Everything means something. So I know that look down means something. I just don't know what yet. It'll play out. They'll give us the answers as we go, as they have to all the questions I've had. So we'll get to that eventually. Another interesting thing, not in the opening scene, but later on, towards the end of the episode, after that, her husband got shot, and I assume killed. Holden felt pretty bad. I don't know if he was regretting going in to help, or nonetheless, he was in his feelings. And he started to revert back to old Holden a little bit. And then I feel like he looked at Amos, and then it kind of snapped him out of it. And he was like, back to business. This is what had to be done. So he's kind of, I don't know if you want to say adopting the mindset of Amos, or at least taking it to heart a little bit less. I just don't know if that's going to be a good or bad impact on Holden, to be honest. And then I don't know if it means anything or if this is even a thing, but of the Belters who came in to take their ship and all their resources, one of them, with the tattoo, I forget exactly what he said or how he described him, but I'm wondering if he had some type of experience with the magnetism treatment, because he said he was like void of, he didn't say exactly like this, but void of some type of empathy, or something like that. But did we get anything in terms of May? We had some not backlash, but kind of like Prax bucking back a little bit. He doesn't think that Holden and Amos have his best interests at heart. So he's not on their side. I don't know what he plans to do. He's really just here for his daughter, and that's his main goal. So whatever gets him to that goal is what he's going to go along with for the moment. We still got to find out more about Strickland. Alex is still chilling in this moon crater. I don't know what's going to come of that. Effects. I asked whether this medicine or these injections that Gunny is taking is going to have some type of mental effect on her or physical effect. Couple that with the fact that she just had to do this and kind of turn it on Travis a little bit. I wonder what type of emotional effect that's going to have on her as well. And along with her captain is kind of pressuring her to keep her in line. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that. It was fun to see. Even with all this going on, a little bit of camaraderie still. We've seen in the past some fights between like Amos and Alex, but he made him the little pizza lasagna as like a parting gift, and that was kind of cool to see. I'm jumping around again. I'm not a big fan of the Admiral. He's just uptight, always pointing the finger, pompous. So I don't really like his character. I think I've said I don't think there's any character in the show. Last episode I think I said it. But if there was one I had to choose, it's probably him at this point. So we'll see where that goes. Dr. Iturbi, I forget his name. Let me see if I can cycle and find it. Iturbi or Iturbi, something like that. His little conversation with Anus, I'll call him Anus. I like it. It's fun. It's been just in these couple episodes that we've seen them two together. I like their banter a little bit, even though it's not really banter. They really don't like each other, it seems like. But I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. Because it looks like they're both just trying to outwit each other and prove I can't even say that about Janice. Janice seems like he seems like he just dislikes Dr. Iturbi because he feels like he looks down on him. But Iturbi gives me the vibe that he wants to prove that he's the smartest one in the room, kind of like Anus said. And then we saw him transmit or upload the file of Venus and Eros or whatever they just found to Chrisjen. So we'll see exactly what happens with that. Life on Venus. I don't know. There's that phrase again. I don't know. But nonetheless, that's enough theorizing for this episode. I don't want to make this too long. Like I say in every video, that should be my tagline, and it ends up being too long. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern, come back to Chilligan's Island. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And I'll catch you next week. I hope you guys are enjoying. Deuces.